Hi, my name is Creelien and welcome back to my Mass Effect 2
How may I
playthrough.
help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Tally seems very distraught after receiving a message. Maybe you could check in on her down
Yes,
in
her
engineering.
loyalty mission.
Samara would like to see you in
And
observation on the
hers as
Creelien.
well.
Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
It's always nice chatting with you.
Yeah, I wish it wouldn't be necessary.
Still hard to believe Malin betrayed me. Betrayed my work. Disgusted by his actions. Proud of his nerve, though. Always thought he lacked backbone. Hope he finds something new. Better goal, better purpose. Fewer torture tests.
You're really at peace with what happened?
Yes, of course. Can't change what
Salarians
happened.
can
Life
go
continues.
through
Back to mission,
emotions
back to
faster.
work. Become like Malin otherwise. Salarian emotional processing faster than other species.
Yeah.
Has to be. Short-lived culture can't spend time reminiscing.
So you really don't feel bad at all about what happened on Tuchanka?
Yes, correct. Now, at least. Greatly distressed at the time. Stages of grief, loss, anger, rationalization. Dealt with it. Most issues settled on Tuchanka, some on shuttle back to Normandy.
I wish I could do
Malin
this
didn't
sometimes.
seem like he processed
Just
his
build
emotional
it.
response. He was obsessed with the genophage.
True, didn't mean to imply that Salarians were healthier emotionally, can still make wrong choices, bad decisions from grief, anger, guilt. Malin couldn't accept feelings. Made decision, executed. Probably before I left for Omega. Wish I'd seen it. Salarians still feel, just resolve it quickly. Explains lack of marriage, can't sustain courtship emotions. Or perhaps based on reproduction. Unsure.
What about Malin's data on the genophage? His attempts at a cure?
What
It will
about
be
it?
very
Have it
useful
over there
because
somewhere.
without
Not
it,
dealing
they
with it
couldn't
now.
be
Need to
able
focus
to
on collectors.
save.
Not important now, regardless.
Easy. In
Appreciate
Mass
you helping
Effect
me
3.
back on Tuchanka.
She would
Should
die
get back to work.
during
Wasted
this-
enough time
during
already.
the mission.
Lots to do. Talk later.
of curing the genophage. Now we need to talk to the squad mates about loyalty missions, and after that it's the disabled collectorship mission.
Erd not grunt. I like it. I have a clan. That makes me... It makes me want to fight, not just able to. And Uvink, I wanted to disembowel him, to tear out his spine like a trophy.
We started this because you were losing control. Now you sound more violent than ever.
Rex said I was normal. Just had this built-up stuff because of being grown in the tank. Now that I know it's not an outside thing, and I have a place as a Krogan, I like it. Our enemies
He's
are in
very
trouble,
proud of
Shepard,
himself. He
and we
deserves
better not run
deserves
out
it.
of targets.
I'm not planning on living like this forever, Grunt.
Talk like that, and it won't be your choice. I'm sure as hell not quitting with a whimper. Just so you're clear where we stand.
What's this? That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Shepard, I'm glad you came by. I may need your help.
Yes, I know you've
I
been
just received a message from the migrant fleet.
invited for
The
trial.
Admiralty Board has accused me of treason. I'm scared, Shepard.
Nobody who knows
You
you could
should
believe
be.
you betray your people, Tally.
I don't know. They don't lay charges like this unless the evidence seems absolute. But thanks. I appreciate your faith in me,
Yes,
Shepard.
the evidence
because
will
you're working with
result in
Cerberus?
Tally's
I'm not
exile
working with Cerberus.
and
I'm
loss
working with you.
of her loyalty.
And I got leave to serve on the Normandy again. I have no idea what they're accusing me of. You'd think I would remember if
I
I
think-
betrayed the fleet.
What happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges. My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't
He's
even
already
imagine
dead.
what he's
She
thinking
just
right now.
doesn't know it.
The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
So you have no idea why they're accusing you?
None. The specifics of charges like this are rarely discussed on open channels. I won't know any more until I get to the flotilla.
What
You
happens
will
if
be
you're
shocked
convicted?
once we get
Like
there.
I said, exile. The specifics are up to the judges. If it's deemed only a tragic mistake in judgment, the guilty party might receive a small ship and supplies. Not that it really matters. Either way, if I'm convicted, I'll never see the migrant fleet again.
Only your
So no
children
prison and no
can.
death penalty?
We don't have the spare resources for long-term incarceration. Monitored work detail is more effective. And we don't have enough people to afford executions. An exile can still have children, and those children are welcomed back to the fleet.
How often is someone from the fleet charged with treason?
It's rare. It must be something that affects the entire flotilla, not just one ship. The most recent one was Anora Vanya Vasilani, an engineer who handed over
I first
fleet
misheard
defense
that was
schematics to
salami.
Batarians. She had good intentions. The Batarians were contracted to upgrade our systems, but they passed the defense schematics to a pirate gang.
Was she convicted?
No, she made a suicide run on the pirate gang. She destroyed them before they could attack the fleet. She was pardoned posthumously.
Of course
Let's
she
hope
was.
I don't have to prove my innocence that way.
So how does the trial work? How soon do we need to get you there?
As soon as
They'll wait
possible.
a reasonable period of time for me to come and defend myself. Eventually,
I'm gonna have to check
if I
how
don't
many
show
missions
up,
can we
they'll
do
try
after
me
the
in
Reaper
absentia.
IFF mission.
As for how it works,
Because I'd like to
it's
bring
less formal than an
Legion
Earth trial
to
or
Tully's
something you'd
quest.
see on the Citadel. We're family. This is just the
Only
worst
for the
kind
extra
of family
dialogue.
meeting.
Okay, let's go find the flotilla.
I was going to book passage on another ship. I didn't think there would be time for you to help. Thank
I
you,
always
Shepard.
have time for more XP
I'll
missions.
program the Normandy with the flotilla's current location. The admirals will be waiting for us.
Next is Samara.
I am glad you came. I must ask for your help. That is not easy for me.
You want me
It's
to
all right.
take down
Just tell
your
me what you
daughter?
need.
At
When
least
we met on
help
Alien, I
you.
told you about a very dangerous person I was pursuing. Using the information you obtained, I have located her.
She's
has
on
been going
Omega.
by the name Morinth. I would like to apprehend her before she disappears again.
Didn't you say you'd pick up her trail after our mission?
I know where she is, right now. In a month, she may be gone. This is the best opportunity I've ever had.
Where is she?
Yes, indeed.
Omega, a nightclub called Afterlife, which seems a perfect place for her to hunt.
How important is this?
Killing
Very.
her has been my focus for 400 years. It is the most important thing in my life, and the reason I became a Justicar.
Tell me about her.
She is an Ardot Yakshi. It is a term from a dead Asari dialect. It means
Demon of the
night
night winds.
but that is mythology. She is simply a very dangerous woman who kills without mercy.
So is an Ardot Yakshi a special kind of murderer?
She has a
Lauren
genetic
suffers a rare
disorder.
genetic disorder. When she mates with you, there is no gentle melding of nervous systems. She overpowers yours, burns it out, hemorrhages your brain. You end up a mindless shell, and soon after, you are dead.
So you hunt down these Asari just because they're born with a genetic
basically
condition?
fucks you to death.
It manifests with maturity. When one is diagnosed, she is offered the chance to live in seclusion and comfort. If she refuses, it shows her addiction to the ecstasy she gets from killing her mates. There is no redemption for such a person.
They have to choose between prison and death?
It is an addictive condition. Remember how adaptive we are. If Morinth does not want to be cured, she won't be.
Can't she abstain?
Each encounter gives her strength. The effect is narcotic. The more she does it, the more she needs to do it. She will never stop. She can't.
She's
Why
basically
isn't
a
this ever mentioned
deadly,
in Asari literature
a
or art?
deadly
When we were
nymphomaniac.
primitive, there was much fascination with Ardot Yakshi. Some cultures worshipped them as gods of destruction. Now the Asari have a place in the galaxy, and they don't wish this defect to be widely known. As far as I know, only 3 exist today.
And all
2
three
chose a life of
are your
seclusion.
daughters.
The 3rd ran.
Morinth.
She ran, and I am sworn to kill her.
I don't know that I blame her for running.
When she fled, she proved her addiction. She was not taking a great moral stand. She simply wants to keep killing. She is a tragic figure, but not a sympathetic one.
This is definitely worthy of your full attention.
She confuses her victims, twists their feelings. They will do anything for her favor.
We need to stop her.
Thank you, Commander. There are no words to express what this means to me. There is one thing more. This creature, this monster.
His
She is my daughter.
daughter.
You said this is genetic. How many children do you have?
3. And 3 Ardat Yakshi are in existence today.
Connect the dots.
It is as it sounds. Marinth was always the wild one. She was happy and free, but selfish.
I cannot imagine what this is like for you.
I do not want pity, Shepard. I do not accept it. My daughter's condition is
Sorry
my fault,
for being
and
compassionate.
my redemption lies in killing her. Do not pity me. Simply understand my situation.
How did all this happen?
I spent my youth on the move, adventuring. I killed people.
You visited
mated with them,
Earth.
or just danced the night away. I learned so much, experienced so much, and then my matron days came. I could finally sit back, bask and enjoy my family. But in one moment, it was all taken away.
It sounds terrible.
I sat in a med lab while a nearsighted doctor droned at me, and I learned that nothing was as I thought it would be. I gave up all that I possessed. I own nothing, claim nothing. All my knowledge will die with me. Now my purpose is to destroy my own children.
Those moments change you.
And I've hundreds of years left to live with that. I say too much.
And she is
Forgive
nearly
me.
1,000,
Help
so
me find my long-lost
does
daughter
necessarily live for
and kill her.
We'll go find more.
1,500, 1,500 years. And of course, we can talk to Thane as well.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
If you wish.
The last time we talked, you started speaking about a past event, as if you were watching it.
Drell have perfect memories. We can relive any moment in our lives with perfect clarity.
Except
It's
birth.
difficult to control at times. Some of us disappear into, let's call it solipsism.
What do you mean, solipsism?
When a memory feels as real as life, it's as valid as life. Thinking about a moment brings back the smell of cut grass, the warmth of another's hand on yours, the taste of another's tongue in your mouth. Wouldn't you rather lose yourself in such a memory than spend the night alone, staring at walls of metal and plastic?
Isn't there a risk that you could lose yourself in bad memories as well?
Of course.
There
Remembering
is.
the times I've taken bullets is unpleasant. But I can look at my knee and see it's not shattered. The memories that are hard to escape are those of despair.
Isn't that a rather personal memory to talk about?
Forgive me. Lately I've spent a great deal of time reviewing my life. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
You can
I am
remember
not.
everything that happened in your life?
Nearly. I expect if we remembered the birth trauma, we'd never recover from it.
You can relive every assassination you've ever made?
In perfect detail. Every mistake I made. Every target's last breath.
That sounds difficult. At any moment you could relive the guilt.
Guilt? No. I've never felt any particular guilt about my contracts. My employers killed them. My body was only the tool they used. If you kill a man with your gun, do you hold the gun responsible?
My gun can't decide right from wrong. You clearly do.
My soul does. But my body is merely flesh. Flesh whose reflexes were honed to kill. Drell minds are different from humans. We see our body as a vessel, and accept that it is not always under our control.
So you don't assume any responsibility for the things you do.
Not every action performed by my body is a result of conscious choices. I take responsibility for those that are. Humans often believe in a soul distinct from the body. A spirit responsible for moral reasoning that lives on after the body's death. Our belief is just a bit more literal.
The last time
Uh-huh.
we talked, you remembered one of your assassinations. Something about sunset-colored eyes?
That time. They
That
set
was the
trembles on
time
skull.
he has
Spice
met
on the spring wind. Sunset
his
eyes,
wife.
defiant in the scope. A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me, but she stared me down.
It was odd that you just blurted that out. Just another vivid draw memory?
Not... no. She was a vivid person.
Did you take the shot?
Not
Later.
that day.
I should get back to my duties.
Finally.
Shepard, I appreciate these chats we have.
You've spent a lot of your life alone, Thane.
Work fulfilled me. Reading. I barely spoke to anyone outside my family. It seems there will be no one to mourn me when I die.
Oh, there
You're
will
the
be
only friend
people.
I've made in 10 years.
Probably
The
as
rest
in
of us
Mass
lose
Effect
as
3.
much as you do when you hold yourself apart.
I found it difficult to sit in the ship's mess for meals. I'm used to keeping my back against a wall, facing the doors. I'm trying to relax. Find my center.
I'm changing for the Inferno armor for this mission. Doesn't have much bonuses, but I wanna showcase this armor in higher resolution text with higher resolution textures. Same goes for the server's armor, which we will be using on Tully's loyalty mission.
The elusive man wishes to speak to you in the...
Change of plans, Commander. Urgent message coming in from the elusive man. Patching him in through the comm room. Patching the elusive man through, Commander.
Shepard, we caught a break. I intercepted a distress call from a Turian patrol. They stumbled onto a collector ship beyond the Corliss system. The Turians were wiped out, but not before they crippled the collector vessel. I need you to board that ship and get some hard data on the collectors. Find us a way to get to their homeworld.
Hard to imagine how a Turian patrol could take out a collector ship.
Reports indicate the hull's intact, but all systems seem to be offline. They could be making repairs as we speak. I'm not saying it won't be dangerous, but we can't let an opportunity like this slip by.
If they had a patrol out there, why aren't the Turians sending a recon team in?
They will, eventually. But I intercepted the transmissions.
You
In the
manipulate
meantime, we're feeding them
information.
false reports. You're close enough that you can be in and out before the Turians learn the truth.
Are you sure this information is good?
Information is my weapon, Shepard. It's good.
Send me the coordinates and I'll take care of it.
Already sent. Once you're aboard the ship, establish an uplink with Edie. She'll mine their data for information regarding the Omega-4 relay. Good luck, Shepard.
Coordinates punched in. Let's go find us a collector ship.
And we will take Miranda and Garrus. Heavy overload. Give Miranda the... Well, give Garrus this. And that's it.
We have a visual on the collector ship, Commander.
The armor looks
Very low emissions.
beautiful.
Passive infrared temperatures suggest most systems are offline. Thrusters are cold.
That thing is massive. How the hell did the Turians take it out?
Radar scans do not detect any hull breaches on the side facing us. I detect no Mass Effect field distortions. It appears the drive core is offline.
Rendezvous in 30
This
seconds,
already
Commander. Good luck.
smells. This could have been a creepy start of a sci-fi horror movie. Crew finds an abandoned ship. They enter it. And all hell breaks loose.
I love what
Isn't
they've
that
done with the place.
something
Looks
like
like
that
a
already?
giant insect hive.
Penetrating scans have detected an access node to uplink with collector data banks. Marking location to your hardsuit computer. Shepard, I've compared the ship's EM signature to known collector profiles. It is the vessel you encountered on Horizon.
Maybe the defense towers softened it for the Turians.
The missing colonists might be aboard, if they're still alive.
These are the same containers the
No,
collectors
they're
used on
probably
Horizon.
dead by
Only
now.
these are empty.
Horrible. Trapped in these pods, completely at the mercy of the collectors.
Switch up!
Good call.
Small
This looks
cutscene
bad.
here.
Why would the collectors just leave a pile of bodies lying around?
Must have been used for testing. I'd say these subjects didn't pass.
There are worse things than death, like being a test subject for twisted aliens.
Is that supposed to make me feel better? Because it didn't.
Same. And an important cutscene coming up.
That's a collector. Were they experimenting on one of their own?
Edie, I'm uploading the data from this terminal. See if you can figure out what they were up to.
Data received. Analyzing. The collectors were running baseline genetic comparisons between their species and humanity.
Is there something we can use in the data to give us an edge?
These are only preliminary experiments, but they reveal something remarkable. A quad-strand genetic structure identical to traces collected from
Big
ancient ruins.
revelation
Only
of
one
Mass
race
Effect
is known
2.
to have this structure, the Protheans.
They
My
are
God.
the
The
remaining
Protheans didn't
Protheans.
vanish. They're just working for the Reapers now.
Indoctrinated, of
These are
course.
no longer Prothean, Shepard. Their genes show distinct signs of extensive genetic rewrite. The Reapers
Done
have
by the
repurposed them
Reapers
to suit their
themselves.
needs.
You'd
Or
think somebody would have picked up on this.
they have been
No one has
gathered
had an
into this
opportunity to
citadel
study a collector
and the
genetic code in
keepers
this
did the
detail.
job.
I've already matched 2,000 alleles to recorded fragments. This collector likely descends from a Prothean colony in the Styx Theta cluster, but there are signs of extreme alteration. 3 fewer chromosomes, reduced heterochromatin structure, elimination of superfluous junk sequences.
The Reapers didn't wipe out the Protheans. They turned them into monsters and enslaved them. Still, they're working for the Reapers now, and we have to stop them.
Indeed.
They're not doing to us what they did to the Protheans.
Let's find what we need before the Collectors come to salvage this vessel. Move out.
And this is where you can choose a new weapon class. Unless if you want a special weapon, but I chose assault rifles. Because now I can have the Geth Pulse rifle paired with my ammo power. And with the ammo power combined with me. Sorry, let's start. So the ammo power combined with my weapon is basically a barrage of fire bullets.
Look on the ceiling. More of those strange pods.
There must be hundreds of them. How many do you think are full?
Too many.
I detect no signs of life in the pod, Shepard. It is probable the victims inside died when the ship lost primary power.
And the victims are liquefied there for genetic material.
This looks interesting.
Commander, you gotta hear this. On a hunch, I asked EDI to run an analysis on this ship.
I compared the EM profile against data recorded by the original Normandy 2 years ago. They are an exact match.
The same ship dogging me for 2 years? Way beyond coincidence.
Something doesn't add up, Commander. Watch your back.
This is a trap set by the elusive man to test us, while also gaining information on the collectors.
They could take every human in the Terminus systems and not have enough to fill these pods.
They're going to target Earth.
Not if we stop them.
I wish this game included a what-if scenario if Shepard dies
Where are the bodies of the collector crew?
during the suicide
Careful,
mission,
Shepard. Something doesn't feel right
so we
about
could
this.
see collectors
EDI,
taking
I'm setting
Earth.
up a bridge between you and the collector
Humans
ship.
from Earth.
See if you can get anything useful from the databanks.
Data mine in progress, Shepard.
Trojan horse incoming.
That can't be good.
What the hell just happened?
Major power surge. Everything went dark, but we're back up now.
I managed to divert the majority of the overload to non-critical systems. Shepard, it was not a malfunction. This was a trap.
It's a trap. And now the actual fight begins.
We need a little help here, EDI.
I am having trouble maintaining connection. There's someone else in the system.
Who?
Connection reestablished. I need to finish the download before I can override any systems.
Then you'd better get it done fast, EDI. Look out, we've got company. To the right!
Miranda, please.
Understood. Hostile engaged.
How quickly we deal with enemies.
Come on, speed it up.
Another platform coming in.
I'll take the shot.
Collector pulls life for
Change weapons.
with ammo powers is OP, I guess.
Change weapons. Firing a high-impact shot. Attacking target.
84%.
EDI, get us out of here.
I am simultaneously fighting collector firewalls in over 8,000 nodes. I am tasked to capacity.
Here they come again.
Maybe EDI should upgrade
Got
her
some shots ready.
RAM.
Here we go. Easy enough.
And basically this was the
Shepard, you
fight.
must manually re-establish my link to the command console.
Done.
I have regained control of the platform, Shepard.
I knew you wouldn't let us down, EDI.
I always work at optimal capacity.
Did you get what we needed?
I found data that would help us successfully navigate the Omega-4 relay. I have also found a Turian distress call that served as the lure for this trap. The collectors were the source. It is unusual.
What are you getting at?
The elusive
Turian
man
emergency
knew
channels
it's a
have
trap.
secondary encryption. It is present, but corrupted in the message. It is not possible that the elusive man would believe the distress call was genuine.
Why are you so sure?
I found the anomaly with Cerberus detection protocols. He wrote them.
He knew it was a trap? Why would he send us into a trap?
That son of a bitch sent us right into Collector hands.
And here I thought I'd had my betrayal and attempted murder for this year.
There has to be some other explanation. The elusive man wouldn't do this to us. He just wouldn't.
Commander,
The
we got another
cheerleaders,
problem.
please.
The Collector ship is powering up. You need to get out of there before their weapons come online. I'm not
Oh, we
losing
are
another
getting out
Normandy.
of there.
I do not have full control of their systems. I will do what I can. Sending coordinates for shuttle extraction.
Come on, let's move. Switch up!
Around the corner, take the door on your right.
You know Garrus using his ammo powers in Mass Effect 3. With the right build, he can be very OP even on Insanity. I've seen a video where Garrus single-handedly has taken down a harvester on Tessia.
Heads up!
I'm on it.
You got it.
One left.
Okay, did that. Moving on.
Attacking target! Hostiles!
Affirmative. Perfect. Ha.
Concussive shot ready. Scratch one!
This was a fun mission, I have to admit. And at the next stage we will be facing a Praetorian,
I am opening a door on the far side of the room.
which is again an easy fight. Surprisingly.
Out that one.
My attack was ineffective. Concussive shot ready.
Down. Moving. Affirmative. Firing now. I'm on it.
This should slow him down.
Attack didn't work.
This weapon could be more powerful with the armor piercing ammo.
I'm on it.
In the next part we will have a Scion. I guess that's...
We've got a problem here.
A temporary setback on Firewall 3217. Rerouting commands through Firewall 7164.
Open the damn door,
I have
please.
successfully opened a door on the opposite wall. I will keep it open as long as I can.
Down there.
You can
That's
close
where
it
we
now.
came in.
We must be getting close to the end.
Now what's this?
Enemies in front!
I should have told Garrus to snipe them.
One less to worry about. Affirmative. Understood.
There we go!
Taking heavy fire.
Is
Firing a
that a
high-end
dark?
gun.
You bet!
Did that collector just use the dark sphere ability there?
Hostile engaged.
I'm going to get you.
Firing a high-impact shot.
Affirmative. Hostile.
And after we unlock Samurai's Reeve ability, we can also use that against enemy barriers. And here comes our Scion.
This'll put them down. Here we go. Easy enough.
It stays.
Affirmative.
And we can now move on, exiting this place.
Commander, I hate to rush you, but those weapons are about to come online. Might want to double time it, so we can leave before they blow the Normandy in half.
Again. And it's so good we have the shockwave ability. We can kill husks in packs. See how many of them die so far. Almost all. And this was the mission.
Commander, we have to go.
You heard the man. Everybody onto the Normandy. Move!
On the shuttle, please. Then on the Normandy.
Strap in, people. Make it work for you this time.
Get us out of here, Joker.
I can't dodge this guy forever, Edie. Get us the hell out of here.
Specify a destination, Mr. Moreau.
Anywhere that's not here.
Very well. Engaging Mass Effect Core.
Did you see that the Turian ship fell apart as we went to FTL?
Call coming in from the Elusive Man, Commander. I figure you got a few words for him, too.
Obviously.
Shepard, looks like Edie extracted some interesting data before the collector ship came back online.
Edie told us the distress call originated from the collectors. You betrayed us, just like I knew you would.
We're at war.
And that is the reason to keep
humans, and every
truth
minute
from
we
us.
waste is one more we give the enemy to prepare.
I know the stakes, but we're supposed to be on the same side, and I can't trust you.
Without that information, we don't reach the collector homeworld.
He's
You and every
dodging
other human may as well be
responsibility.
dead. It was a trap, but I was confident in your abilities. And don't forget Edie. The collectors couldn't have anticipated.
He's manipulating.
You could have told me the plan. You say I'm important, but you sure try hard to get me killed.
I needed the collectors to believe they had the upper hand. Telling you could have tipped them off in any number of ways.
How?
Besides, I wouldn't have sent you in if I didn't think you could succeed.
I don't risk people. There are always alternatives.
You may not like being on the receiving end, neither would I. But the facts are with me.
That's the
As much as we
sexual
try to
joke.
avoid them, these decisions need to be made. But more importantly, it paid off. Edie confirmed our suspicions.
They live at the
Reapers and
galactic
collector
core,
ships
you
use an
know.
advanced identify friend-foe system that the relays recognize. All we need to do is get our hands on one of those IFFs.
I'm guessing you have a plan.
We have a science team working on a derelict Reaper right now. I need you to go and pick up its IFF.
Where did
Sounds
you find a
good.
derelict Reaper?
Just a derelict Reaper.
An Alliance science team recently
Must
determined
be
that
safe.
the Great Rift on the planet Klendigan is actually an impact crater from a mass accelerator weapon. A very old mass accelerator. I sent a team to find either the weapon or its target. They found both. The weapon was defunct, but it helped us plot the flight path of the intended target. A 37-million-year-old derelict Reaper. We found it damaged and trapped in the gravity of a brown dwarf.
I saw what Sovereign did to the Citadel fleet. Hard to imagine anything could stop something that powerful.
Leviathan can.
This vessel is a relic from a battle waged while mammals took their first steps on Earth. There's no trace of the species that took the shot. Perhaps it was their one moment of defiance before being wiped out.
Aren't brown dwarves basically stars that didn't quite make it?
Simply put, but accurate. They're gas giants that don't quite have the masses of stars. Expect gale force winds and extremely high temperatures. The Reaper has
Yeah,
a
probably
massive
gonna
effect
feel
field
it in
that
front
keeps
of the
it in orbit,
computer.
likely an automated response to the external threats. It's stable, but I won't call it safe.
I get the feeling this isn't going to be a simple swing by and pick up our package.
No.
We lost contact with Dr. Chandana's team shortly after they boarded. Initial
They have become
reconnaissance revealed no
indoctrinated.
clues, and it was too risky to commit more resources. But now we need that IFF. I'll forward the coordinates to Joker. In the meantime, I suggest you tell your crew I didn't risk their lives unnecessarily.
Why can't you?
It will make things easier going forward.
Edie, tell the crew to assemble. We've got a lot to talk about.
Of course, Shepard.
Avenger. I mean, Normandy crew. Assemble.
So the elusive man didn't sell us out. Could have fooled me.
Lied to us, used us, needed access to the collector databanks. Necessary risk.
There really wasn't any other choice. Let's just hope this IFF works.
My
It
analysis
works.
is accurate, Shepard. I have also determined the approximate location of the collector homeworld based on navigational data from their vessel.
That can't be right.
Better run the diagnostics, Joker. Looks like our AI's got a bug in the software.
My calculations are correct. The collector homeworld is located within the galactic core.
Can't be. The core is just black holes and exploding suns. There are no habitable planets there.
Could be an artificial construction, space station protected by powerful mass effect fields and radiation shields.
Even the collectors don't
Indeed,
have that
Morgan.
kind of technology.
The collectors are just servants of our real enemy, and we've all seen what their masters are capable of. They built the mass relays on the Citadel. Who's to say they can't build a space station surrounded by black holes? No wonder nobody's ever returned from a trip through the Omega-4 mass relay.
The logical conclusion is that a small safe zone exists on the far side of the relay, a region where ships can survive. Standard relay transit protocols would not allow safe transport. Drift of several thousand kilometers is common, and would be fatal in the galactic core. The Reaper IFF must trigger the relay to use more advanced encrypted protocols.
Just because we can follow the
But we
collectors through
need
the
the
relay
loyalty
doesn't mean we can
missions
take them out.
first.
I don't want to go after them until I know we're ready.
Sooner or later, we need that IFF. I say, why wait?
It's a derelict
Yeah,
Reaper.
dump.
What if the collectors are waiting for us? We may want to build up our team before we take that kind of risk.
Yes, team building, Miranda, thank you.
The more people we have on our side, the better our chances of success. We need to keep building up the team.
It's your call, Commander. Whatever you decide, we're with you.
Alright, get out. I think next time we do maybe Miranda's mission or Samara's and Thane's, because we can now talk to Thane. But this is the end of this part. If you liked it, like and subscribe and all that. See you next time.